Hey guys, Rob Avis here with Verge Permaculture. I'm going to create a 6-part video series, and this is part 1 on why permaculture-based businesses fail. The goal for these videos is to help people that are struggling in their permaculture-based business to overcome these issues that I've seen over and over again, both in my own business but also in other people's businesses, so that you can move beyond where you are right now. I feel it's really important for the new economy that businesses that are trying to do earth repair, that are trying to heal people, that are trying to grow nutrient-dense food, that they succeed. And if we're going to pay conventional professionals, farmers, and laborers, and all sorts of other categories of workers high fees or high wages, or even high prices for the people that are running businesses, then there's no reason that people within the permaculture category can't be yielding the same results in terms of right livelihood and what they're charging, and making a livelihood that encourages other people to get into it. And that's really the crux of all of this, is that if we can't succeed at creating businesses that fix the planet, nobody's going to follow us. Nobody wants to hear how hard it is. Nobody wants to hear how much trouble we're going through. People want to get into these businesses. There's not a lot of jobs available in them, which is why we inevitably have to start our own businesses doing this stuff. But if we're going to succeed at it, we have to have the right strategy of approach. One of the ways that we can start to build that strategy is by slowly starting to break down some limiting beliefs that we have and some mistakes that we're making in the way that we organize our business. And once we break those things down, then we can start to create new constructs that will allow us to succeed. The good news is that a lot of these problems that we're going to talk about in the next few videos are actually really easy to overcome. But you can't overcome them unless you are aware of them. So let's get into it. So the first problem that we see is this limiting belief around money. And so that could be, some strange belief that money is intrinsically evil, or that charging money for earth repair or helping people to heal themselves is somehow dirty or bad. There's all sorts of beliefs that can be wrapped up in this first concept. And if you're feeling emotions around money, it's going to translate in the way that you talk about what you charge, and people are going to pick up on it. People are amazingly sensitive at vocal tonation, body language, and if you believe it, you're going to present that to your clients, and it's going to create a strange relationship with money with them too. So we have to be very clear about what money is and why we need it, and how we put that money to productive use, and why we charge what we charge, and clear out any of the baggage associated with money. So at the end of the day, if you're in a permaculture-based business and you've studied permaculture, you'll know that when we are going about fixing ecosystems, one of the first things that we have to do is fix the water cycle. So typically we either have too much water or not enough water. Most of the time it's the latter. And so a lot of what we do when we think about it from a water access structures perspective is we talk about water harvesting strategies that allow us to bring water to where we need it in order to get a canopy up, reduce or create shade, reduce evaporation, and generally create an upward spiral. Well, money is not much different than water. Okay, and a business is kind of like an ecosystem. And so if you're just starting a business, then a lot of your marketing activities are basically just swales. They're like money swales. And so we have to stop looking at money as a negative thing. We have to start looking at it as a positive thing. And permaculture-based businesses are really focused on the harvest and infiltration of money into businesses and activities that create a better planet, better communities, more stable economies, nutrient-dense food, all of those things. I mean, we don't need to go into what permaculture is. And so if you've left a job where you were being paid a good salary in order to do work that you may not have been passionate about, or didn't fall under the permaculture lens, or whatever it was, you are now responsible for your own wage. And so you have to come to terms with the fact that money is not evil. It's just a medium of exchange that allows two people to do business together. I mean, a lot of times, if you've got strange or different beliefs about money, one of the things that you might believe in is this concept of the barter economy. And barter is great, but it's not going to necessarily be able to meet all of your needs in the current kind of world paradigm that we are in right now. If you want to trade, or if somebody wants to get your design services, let's say, and all they can pay you is in potatoes, but you don't want potatoes, you want chickens, now that person has to go out and find somebody that wants potatoes that has chickens, trade with them so that they can trade chickens with you so that they can acquire your permaculture design services. So that's inefficient, it takes a lot of time, it's difficult to negotiate, and so this is why humans at some point in our history created money to create efficient transactions amongst people. So money is just a medium of exchange for services and goods that facilitates that efficient transfer. The only time money is evil is when we put our sentiment onto it that it is evil. So if you believe in what you're doing, that you're doing good work and that it's going to make the world a better place, then money's not evil. You're actually doing the world a service by charging for what you do and putting your life energy towards making our ecosystems better by producing more nutrient-dense food, by creating low-energy buildings, whatever it is that you do. So the first thing that we have to do is we've got to dissolve any limiting beliefs that we have around whether money is good or bad. It's neither. We get to choose. In the next video, we're going to talk about why you might not be charging enough, or you might not have a good sense of how much to charge for your product or service, and how to go about remedying that. Hey guys, if you found this video useful and you want more information like this, or you're looking for a coach to help you get through some of these challenges that you're facing in your business, and you find yourself in a permaculture-based business or regenerative agriculture or any type of holistic enterprise, you might want to check out our Regenerative Mentorship Program. It's starting in October. I'll put a link to that course in the notes below. If you've got any questions about that program, give us a call. Let's just have a conversation. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you found this useful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified when the next video goes up. And I look forward to seeing your comments and seeing you in the next video.